Live from the 409, Ashley Elam and Mike Canizales. 409 Sports Blitz on 12 News. Brought to you by FordPlayerOfTheWeek.com.
And welcome to the 409 Sports Blitz. We were expecting to be live
again
at a huge game.
Huge game.
The Alumni Bowl. We were all excited to go. Beaumont United, Westbrook, both undefeated. But let's just say it didn't happen.
No, it didn't. I was disappointed. It was my WrestleMania this week.
Well, let's go ahead and take a look at what did happen.
We might as well, right?
The Game of the Week, brought to you by Acadian Ambulance.
The Game of the Week, well, this was the scene at a very dark BISD Memorial Stadium. The game was already in a lightning delay. Then the power went out in the stadium. And after discussions, both coaches agreed to move the game until tomorrow at 6 o'clock p.m.
Yes, we was trying to be patient, following UIL policy, waiting for the weather to clear and hopefully the lightning to pass and the rain to pass. But eventually when the power went out, that means that you have other problems on top of other problems. So we wanted to make sure that spectator safety is top priority. So we're going to make sure we call energy out to check out the lights and the power first thing tonight or first thing in the morning. Also get our maintenance department to also check out the power and the lights tomorrow too.
Well, the kids are going back to the buses with their heads down, some of them. But, you know, that's what the coach's job and my job is to get them back up because they were way up, and they're kids. But we'll be ready to go at 6 o'clock. We had no control over this. And as a result, this is where we are.
Now, Coach Lewis said it would have been the worst thing to start this thing at 9, 10 o'clock and then try to play a full game then.
Yeah.
Does this work out better to come back tomorrow and kind of start all over?
Yes, I think this is great. It's going to allow everybody to get here tomorrow. It's a Saturday. I think even more people will be here tomorrow. So, and it allows us to know for sure that we're going to have the game will be good, everything will be. But now, if it rains tomorrow, we might be playing at 10, 11. It doesn't matter.
That's right, because it's a district game.
Yep.
You have to get this game in. This is what we're going to be talking about. The weather had, just wreaked havoc all over Southeast Texas tonight.
We almost got struck ourselves.
We
We had to hurry up with Coach Lewis.
We ran away before it got too bad. It was more of out to the field, back into the meeting room, out to the field. But the reason these games have to get played is if they are district games, you have to get those in. The non-district games, you're going to see some of those were canceled tonight.
Yes.
One district game that's still going on right now is where you were at tonight.
Absolutely. What a game. Tell me, the problem was with all that lightning going on, I thought it was Stranger Things out there. I'm waiting for the Demogorgons to start coming out there. But once again, Vider, P&G. And I was sitting over there next to the officials, and they kept thinking stuff is going to be 8-10. We're not quite sure yet. Then again, finally they said, you know what? Let's go ahead and get this puppy started. Slot Team Mafia looking to get things started early with the pass.
Whoa!
You see, what had happened
That caught us all off guard.
Dude, Elam, Walker would drop it. That should have been an easy touchdown. And his offense back in business out there. Call a play out of the Tecmo Super Bowl playbook. Worship connects with Sosa for an Indian first down. Hugh Cherokee. Couple plays later, though. Boast looking for a man. Finds one, but he's on the other team. Josh Wright with the pick. It takes 3 Indians to bring that man down. Of course, Wright looking like 19.
Turnover chain.
Run DMC. Turnover chain there. Pirates offense back in business. 4th and 1. Nunes keeps the drive alive after he bulldozes his way in for a first down. Slot Team Mafia putting in work. This time it's with Zach Segrist. He hurdles over one defender, takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Later in the drive, Dial Segrist coming up here for you guys. Touchdown. Here it is. Booyah! That's a heck of a hit too. But it's all good though. But we are currently, it shows right now second quarter 7-0. But last time we checked, right, Ashley, it's in the third quarter.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
We are in the second quarter.
Still second quarter?
That's right. Lightning delay followed by a rain delay. The Bands have left. 7-0 second quarter. They have to get that one in. It's a district game.
So the Bands are not on the field.
The Bands are not on the field.
Oh,
they're not in the stands. It's a weird night. Speaking of weird nights, another big game going on tonight was down in Nederland. Barbers Hill. It's homecoming. The Queen Morgan Luke leading over Nederland Bulldog Stadium, but that's Barbers Hill getting things going here. Garrett Hagler with the big run. 30-yard touchdown, and the Hill is for real. They are on top with the lead. Then the handoff here goes in for another score. Eagles soaring to a 2-touchdown lead. How about Kapua? And if I mispronounce your name, I'm sorry, folks in Mont Bellevue.
It's okay.
Touchdown. Eagles starting to pull away a 3 TD lead at this point. But wait, there's more still here in the first half. This game did not start until 9 p.m. due to lightning. It's another touchdown pass from Barbers Hill, and they are leading it 27-0 in the third. Nederland got to turn it around quick.
What's going on with the Bulldogs, Ash?
It's just a rough year for them. They'll be back, though.
It has been a very rough year for the Bulldogs. I'll tell you what, let's head over to Tiger Stadium, where Silsbee, they are wrapping up their non-district play with Spring Hill this evening.
Out of the Longview area.
Absolutely. Tigers in the first quarter here. They're going to drive it all the way down to the 2-yard line. Chris Martin, part of that three-headed monster, toss it up, and it's a fumble! Panthers would go on to recover it. And I'll tell you what, Ash, you're going to like this part coming up. The offense is back in business here because White, QB1, he is going to go deep for Jay Rockwell. He puts the biscuit in the basket, and he could go all the way. Touchdown, Panthers. They are up 6-0. They will go on to later on miss the extra point. Laces out. Come on, Ray Finkel. What in the world is going on there? The band, they're loving it right now. Tigers, though, next possession. Antonius Arline. He is going to turn on the Jets like Benny Rodriguez are in football. Jeff the Jet Bergeron. Tigers. Flashback, yes, sir. You know, he was my coach back in Little League, too. Tigers up 7-6. Look at this, though. More lightning, though. Off at a distance. I'm telling you, I'm waiting for the
everywhere
to start coming out there. Panthers, they are on the move again. White winds up. He'll connect with Rockwell for the easy score as Spring Hill goes on to win this one over the Tigers 41-27.
And that game was actually called in the third quarter. That's a huge upset.
That is a huge upset.
Silsbee was the big favorite in that one. Let's go over to Hampshire Finette. They were taking on the Shepherd Pirates. I know this shocks you, no pun intended, but there was a lightning delay there as well. They got a late start. Marcus Morse, the Built for Tough Player of the Week for all of Class 4A in the state of Texas, shows you why he got that honor. He takes it deep into Shepherd territory.
Hashtag horns up.
This time he's going to hand it off to Kyle Sarge, and he's going to get his horns up right into the end zone. They went for two and they would get it. It was an 8-0 lead for HF. Look out, folks. They are knocking on the door of the 409 Sports Top 10. You might be seeing them next week. Just saying. How about Morris? Now going to the air, my friend, to Mr. Sarge. Sergeant Sarge.
What a name. Kind of like Sergeant Slaughter.
We're going to go with that. Now, this one was called in the third quarter. 15-8 was the final. And it looks like this one might be a no decision.
Definitely a crazy night here for the 409 Blitz.
It is. Now, let me explain it. UIL rule says that there has to be 3/4 of a game to be played. Sometimes coaches agree, hey, if one team's up by a lot, here, you grab the win. That's how it goes. Tonight, Shepherd and Hampshire Finette, someone from the chain gang, actually Andy McCall, former Swell News employee.
He was here earlier today.
He was, you know.
Finally got to meet the guy.
He told me officially what they were calling it out there as a no decision. So we're going to have to check into that more tomorrow to see if Hampshire Finette gets to improve to 4-1 or they're going to sit at 3-1.
If so, I tell you what, man, they've had a heck of a season. Ever since that surprise upset over East Chambers.
They took it to them.
They've been on a roll. We might as well call them butter.
Because they're on a roll.
Definitely, sir. Hashtag horns up for everybody out there in HF there. How about the Louisville Pirates, though, hosting Kelly, though, for their homecoming game. Here we go. Louisville hosting Kelly for their homecoming night. Bulldogs putting their undefeated streak here on the line. Pirates, though, they're going to get things started early, though. Nope, I'll tell you what, that's actually Kelly, though. Justin Mays puts Kelly on the board first. 7-0. Undefeated streak.
He's a maze runner.
He is. Hey, how about Say, though, rocking those pink socks for the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Next possession, Say, though, he must be under the weather. Pirates.
It ain't so.
You know, one of these nights we're going to go karaoke. We might actually win that thing, too. Deweyville fans, they are loving it. They are ringing cowbells. You know what? That's the cure for Say right there. More cowbells. Deweyville, though, they're trying to get something going on defense. Hey, actually met that man.
Coach Prowse.
Yes, Coach. I was actually
You got to check him out when he coaches. It's a great job out there.
Definitely. So Say's going to connect with Mays for an easy game. and Kelly. They're going to go on to spoil the homecoming and keep their undefeated streak alive as they go on to win this one at 22-13.
Now, last year, Deweyville ruined the Kelly homecoming, so it's nice to see Kelly go back. But Deweyville is a very tough team. They're going to make some noise in their district.
Yes, they are. Yeah.
Let's just talk about real quick before we take our first time out.
Yeah.
What a night. Why can't we just have a normal week of football?
2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks.
It's okay.
We thought so at first, you know,
Right.
with the big game going on. Then you also got West Orange Jasmine. Then
We got so excited.
like Jesse Spano's so excited.
I just can't hide it. I'm so tired. I'm just so tired. Anyway, we've reached our first time out here on the 409 Sports Blitz. More highlights and scores coming up after the break. And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. Another big game. We were really excited about this.
Huge implications, not really, but it was not just. But to us, it was huge.
It's a long-time rivalry game. Jasper and West Orange Stark, they've gone back and forth over the years. Last year, West Orange Stark went up to Jasper and lost, but got revenge in the playoffs, KO'd the Bulldogs. But this was the winner tonight at Dan R. Hook Stadium. Lightning, as the fans had to leave the stadium. And this is a non-district game, so this one does not have to be made up. This game was canceled tonight. Now, you got to remember, earlier this year, Jasper had their game called off against Lumberton, so now they have lost 2 games to Storms. And if you want to add Imelda in there, they were not going to play that week.
No,
they added the die-ball game. Good thing they did, because Jasper's barely been able to play a game this year.
Unbelievable, Ash. But I mean, here's the thing. I mean, I'm not concerned with Jasper. They're going to make do. They're going to be all right. They're going to get to the playoffs. They're going to make a state run. I'm not concerned
saying
whatsoever.
I'm concerned, but what I'd say is you need to see some work before you get deep into those playoffs. And
True.
What you feel bad for when you lose games, seniors, you're not going to get those games back.
No, you're not.
You got one more go around. Some of these kids will never be able to play football again. So anytime we say, oh, when, we lost a game to a cancellation, to rain, postponement, no big deal. But to a senior, that's a big deal. You're not going to get that game back.
No, you're absolutely right. And here's the thing, too. I mean, think about it now. I mean, that loss against Diboll, maybe they need the work after all.
Yes. Well, there were 4 undefeated teams in the 409 when the night started, and that included Slot Team Mafia.
Yes.
The Orangefield Bobcats, they were taking on the Kirbyville Wildcats tonight up in Wildcat Stadium.
I'll tell you what, Ash, more Slot Team Mafia coverage. This time, the Bobcats put their undefeated streak on the line. Dylan Bishop to Brandon for a Wildcat first down. How often have you said that this year with the Wildcats? They have not been playing good whatsoever. Hutchinson, though, next possession, he's going to run it, sweep to the left, touchdown, 7-0 Wildcats. Orangeville, though, They're going to get their opportunity, and they're going to go right back to it. Pink breast cancer. I need to get my pink shirt. I actually get some pink socks for the day.
Next week, we'll look up for pink.
Yes, we are. Archfield sent the ball too high. Wildcats will go on to force the safety. What is going on here? Orangefield. Let's take you, though, to the final score in this one.
They're in the third. Okay, now they woke up. Kirbyville is winless for the year. You knew they were going to play hard, but yeah, Orangefield still in the third quarter. That's once again, they were dealing with another lightning delay, but up 29-15 there in the third.
Let's look for that Kirbyville, that upset there.
Another game in the district, and how about another homecoming? Congratulations, Gracie Lambright, the homecoming queen of Beaumont. Cougars up 14-6, and that's when the Panther defense is stepping up all over them. But how about this? After a punt, Landon Banus is going to take this all the way to the house for a punt return touchdown. It was about 60 yards. The Panthers, they've decided they're going to go for 2 after this. Why not? It's working. Greg Neese going to roll the dice, calling for the 2-point conversion, and it's going to backfire here, and it's no good. But we have ourselves an upset, a mild upset. Anahuac has knocked off Beaumont. The final of that one was 18-14. That's going to shake up District 12 3A Division I. Another score from the district tonight. Woodville, they take care of Warren 48-20.
Throw your dubs up.
How about some other scores as we move on here tonight?
All right, well, I'll tell you what, guess what, Ash? Another lightning delay at Hardin that caused this one to get pushed back last night. Hornet fans probably wish they went ahead and called this one off because this game was over before it started. Ernest Caesar III, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. A good friend of ours, said he was a bad man.
Oh, he is.
You know what? When is he ever known to be wrong? Hell, Caesar. Bucks would go on to score. They're up early. Next, Bucks possession. Simple handoff right, but watch him do work. Ash, touchdown of the year candidate. Boom, 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 boom. Whoop. That boy just broke more ankles than Iverson in the late 90s. He finished up with over 150 yards and a touchdown. Ernest Caesar is a bad man. Shelvin, though, he's going to get in on the action as well. He actually would finish tonight with the hat trick. 3 touchdowns. Kid, you don't want 0 problems there, big fella. How about this one? Jacoby. His dad, former football and track star for P&G. Right stick equals juke, big man. Whoop. There he goes again. Hitting with the Tecmo Super Bowl moves right there. I'm feeling a little brotherly love here with the Parrots. He's going to go on to score 58 yards and a touchdown for the little brother there. 41-6, East Chambers would steamroll the Hardin Hornets.
By the way, the Parrots related to former New England Patriot Kevin Falk, LSU star. Yeah,
I did not.
Little did you know for you. How about a battle of memorials last night? Goose Creek Memorial against Port Arthur Memorial. Guess what? They're playing at Memorial Stadium. 4th and short, make that a touchdown. Braden Cheney taking it in from 15 yards. Extra points no good, though. It's a 6-0 lead for Titan Tempo. Then Kason Williams going to pick up the tempo, busting it to the outside, using a stiff arm. He's going to stay on his feet, and he's got himself a first down. Second quarter action now. Williams going to take it in, breaking his way through that line. 13-0 Port Arthur Memorial on top. Now, Goose Creek Memorial, they've made a change at quarterback. Dylan Petrie, he's got himself a touchdown, right? No, he's got himself a turnover. There goes the ball. Malik Jones is going to recover it, going the other way. But the Titans were pinned deep. Sure enough, the Patriots were able to get a safety out of it. So when we pick things up, it's 13-2. Port Arthur Memorial looking for more. Williams with the second score of the night. Looked like they were going to pull away up 20-2. But Goose Creek made it interesting before it went final. 20-14. Port Arthur Memorial has won back-to-back games in district. They'll take on New Caney next week.
Hashtag tight. Tim, I'll tell you what, Ash. Let's check out some other scores from tonight. Lovelady. Holy cow, 51-0 on Macomb Snell there. EVADALE, the Kelsey Johnsons over West Hardin 45-34. I think I picked EVADALE this week.
I believe we both did, yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
Also, in that District 12 2A Division II, Burkeville, they put up 22 points. And I'm saying this is progress. If you knew what Burkeville's going through, they have low numbers trying to rebuild that program. To put 22 points on Grapeland, that says a lot. They fall 45-22. But nice progress for the Mustangs. And also, wow, Coach Bass and those Parkington Longhorns, they take it 46-42. Also, Newton, they tried to wait it out tonight before finally postponing. And what I'm hearing is they're going to be playing at 2 o'clock tomorrow up in the Piney Woods against Legacy Sports Sciences.
You have a prediction for that game?
I'm gonna say Newton. I'm gonna go ahead and say Newton when it's all
We might
said
as
and
well.
done.
Yeah, they're gonna bounce right.
That's right.
They'll be all right.
All right. We have more 409 Sports Blitz coming right up, including we still have to go through the hit of the week, the play of the week, and some other scores. That's coming up next on the 409 Sports Blitz. And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. We would love to be talking more football tonight, but it seems like we're trying to be the great Patrick Vaughn.
PV, he disappointed us again, quite honestly.
He didn't disappoint us. You know what? We got to give it. We got to give it to Patrick Vaughn because earlier today in our meeting we were discussing the weather. Normally you'll see us live at location at the stadium doing our entire show, and it didn't look so good.
No, he warned us early on. Hey, this is going to be. Look at what did he say about 20%. You know, that 1 week he told us 0.
But he, but he said 20%. That 20% would be right over us in Beaumont. Yep. Sure enough, it really has been a rough night, and that led to the postponement of our game of the week. Beaumont United and Westbrook. Not only is it dark because of storms, there was no electricity in the stadium. They lost power. That forced this game to be postponed until tomorrow at 6 o'clock. All the players going back on the buses. You know, how tough is it to sit there and be ready to play, and then you have to wait until tomorrow?
I guess I'll just have to let the fine folks of Southeast Texas know tomorrow how it's going to all end up, because I'll be out there.
That's right. You know who a trooper is? This guy right here. I'll let you know what was going on. We had scheduled for him to head down the road to Houston, bring you an update from the ALDS, Rays and Astros, and he says, no. We got to cover the Alumni Bowl.
We have to cover the Alumni Bowl. You know, I mean, I got all kinds of people tell, oh, you're not going to the Astros game? No, look, we are 409 Sports. First and foremost, we are bringing you the local coverage because that is what is most important to us. You can get those national highlights anywhere, et cetera, but we're all about the local.
We are. And let's be honest. The Astros whooped them today, and they're going to whoop them tomorrow.
This is all true. Why even go to the game? Should I tell my parents, like, don't even go to the game?
Why? Just sell your tickets.
Go to watch Lamar, go to the Alumni Bowl, go to something else. Don't go to the ALDS.
Exactly. Yeah. By the way, I did just get an update from the P&G Vider game. The players are finally going to come out. So this game's going to be going past midnight.
So should we head out there now? You know what? Let's just leave the set.
I think it's time that we go ahead and take a look at the hit of the week.
Thank goodness, Ashley, I am not involved. I almost got involved in the hit of the week. It was kind of close, but this week comes from Vider. Seagrass going to get smashed by Jacoby Smith-Barber of P&G, but you know what? Whoop!
He'll take it.
I tell you what, he'll take it, but the last laugh is on the Indians because Seagrass actually went on to score a touchdown. So it actually all worked out in his favor. But here,
One more time. We'll have more coming up after the break. And welcome back to the 409 Sports Blitz. What a night.
You could say that again.
There are still games being played across the 409 because of lightning. And you're going to see some proof of that when we take a look at some of our social media from tonight. That's from our very own Tyler Segman. So you're seeing you're seeing the good stuff right here of getting some food off of Newton Street there by West Orange Stark Day in our Hook Stadium. Look at that lightning. And it was everywhere tonight. It just kept blowing up. And it really wasn't the rain that we worried about. It was just lightning.
You think they have pork kebabs in there?
I don't know. Now I want a pork kebab. Thanks. Now I want a pork kebab.
I mean, Pecan Festival's coming up soon.
I'm trying not to eat. Of course, that lightning delay led to this. Coach Daryl Barbay and Coach Cornell Thompson meeting, and they had to talk over for a while. I mean, these are rivals. Even though they're not in the same district, you know they wanted to try to get this one in.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, West Orange Stark, they've been top tier this season. Jasper, I mean, yeah, grant the loss to Diboll. Like I said, I'm not too concerned. Both squads are going to make a heck of a playoff run. They're going to, contend for state. And that was a game, because I'll tell you what, if the Alumni Bowl would have been originally on Thursday, that for sure would have been our game of the week.
Sure. One other game that's still going on right now is where you were at, right there, Vider. They're on top of P&G 7-0, and the players are just coming back out. They still got to get through the end of the second quarter.
Yes, they do. Who took that picture? That's a beautiful picture.
Beautiful shot there. Speaking of beautiful shot, how about Ben Parsons out there and Deweyville homecoming out there, but it was the Kelly Bulldogs.
They spoiled it.
That spoiled homecoming.
They're looking Undertaker style right now, playing undefeated streak.
Just looking good right now. 5-0. I know they were 4-0 for the first time since 2007. I got to look up the last time they were 5-0.
Yep.
Coach Smith came on to X and O's this week. Maybe we're good luck.
What a guest.
What a guest. It was good. You can go to our
should come
12
back.
News Now YouTube channel. And how about homecoming?
I have a question there, Ash.
In
right?
Nederland.
Is it a corsage or is it a mum?
Okay, down here, this is something okay, first of all, congratulations, Morgan, Luke.
Yes,
We don't want to take
congrats.
away from you.
Yes.
But this is something I'm adamant about.
Yes.
In my
Tell 'em, baby.
entire life in Southeast Texas, I have never heard it called a homecoming mum.
No, it's
a
a
mum
corsage.
is the flower,
Yes.
but the girls wear corsages down here. Now, across the rest of the state, they call them mums.
They don't know.
Mum's the word. I don't know.
Mum is not the word down here. It's
No.
corsages. I mean,
so girls have corsages, and the guys have boutonnieres.
the big boot.
The boutonniere.
Yeah.
It got
I
caught,
had a few.
and it literally stretched your sleeve out by the end of the day.
I mean, I think I only went to like one homecoming though.
Sorry about that. It's okay. You found
You know,
you
I
a
had like
good
big
woman.
glasses. You know, I mean, I had the ears like Will Smith. You know, it just wasn't good.
Once again, corsage. Maybe we were going to do a sports poll on that. We have a sports poll added to
I guarantee
12newsnow.com.
they're going to side with us.
Corsage,
It's gotta be
mum,
corsages.
we'll
Mums.
talk
Mum
about
is not
this.
the word. We're out of there.
How about, let's talk about some games coming up next week,
We might
because
as
we
well.
have some good ones on the schedule. Anytime you get into district play, you're going to have some good games. How about Port Arthur Memorial and New Caney? These were the two district favorites. Last year, Port Arthur Memorial went on the road, had a gazillion penalties, and they were kind of upset by New Caney. This year, New Caney's going to roll into PA as the favorite, so you got to wonder what's going to happen in that one.
Crosby, P&G. You know, I feel like I'm always picking with my heart.
Okay.
But you know what? I think you know what? I'm going to say my prediction. You know, I'm
Okay.
going to save it because you know things. I'm always going back and forth. I reserve the right to at least wait till like a minute before.
Okay, well, I will tell you this. 2 years ago, P&G scored I think it was 72-69. They beat him in the playoffs, Crosby. Rashawn Johnson, he had 10 touchdowns that
He's the
game.
man right now in Texas.
UT certainly
They
is.
burnt Orange Nation as well.
And also, last year, P&G went over there and won it in the final seconds, but they had to forfeit later on in that week because the illegal use of an iPad in the press box.
They took a page out of the Bill Belichick playbook.
Okay, but anyways, so it should lead us to a good game right now. By the way, P&G and Vita are still playing out there at Pirate Stadium. Before we go, of course, though, we want to talk about the play of the week.
Yeah, so let's get to the play of the week.
The Play of the Week, brought to you by 5 Point Credit Union.
Play of the week this week, once again, come from Silsby. Springing that's White. He's going to wind up and connect with the big man, Rockwell. I always feel like somebody's watching me.
Yeah, we don't know the words to that.
Yeah, we just kind of start humming or whatnot. What a play. That is the 5 Point Credit Union play of the day. That might even be play of the year, possibly.
That is really, really good. And
That's like
Silsby, by the way, upset in that one by Spring Hill out of Longview.
Who would have thought? Unbelievable.
But Silsby, you don't have time to stay down because you got West Orange Stark next week at Tiger
they do.
Stadium. And that's a huge district
Yes, it
showdown.
will
Could
be.
decide the district championship, and it's going to only be the week one of district. Another one, a rivalry game. Bridge City going to LCM. That should be a fun one as well.
Definitely going to be a fun one there. I like that.
You like that, huh?
I'm a big fan of that. But, you know, that Silsby West Orange Star game, though, that's going to be the one, though. That's going to be
You
the one.
feel that? How about we just have good weather? That's all we're asking
Yes,
for.
we would like to actually be outside for a change. It's, you know, it's just aesthetically pleasing. That's
All right. Well, that's all the time we have for you tonight. So we'll see you next week right here on the 409 Sports Blitz.